Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, then welcome. My name is Sabrina, and on here we talk about a little bit of everything, but today we are going to be doing a redo of my acne routine, how I got rid of my acne super duper fast, because the editing in that one wasn't the best and there was a lot of people that were like complaining about it. So this is for y'all. I'm redoing it. Okay, so number one, I am not an esthetician, I am not a doctor. I'm just sharing what I use for myself to hopefully help, you feel like maybe I should research this, maybe I should mention this to my doctor, etc., etc. Make sure you do your own research, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's just start with my acne history. So I never used to really get acne. A breakout for me was like 4 pimples at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So I never really thought about creating a skincare routine, and even without having acne, a skincare routine is so important. And a skincare routine doesn't mean you have to take like 10 steps. It can literally be 2 steps, like washing face and moisturizing sunscreen or something like that. It really just depends on what your needs are, but I do suggest getting one. So, because I didn't know what to do. So I'm a whole adult, and I went from never having a breakout to having all of these pimples on my face, not knowing what to do. I started buying a whole bunch of products, wasting a whole lot of money, using a whole lot of actives on things that really didn't work well with each other and was actually irritating my acne. And so I finally decided to go to a dermatologist online. So that is one of my first suggestions. If you can, do so. I went to Apostrophe, and the appointment was like $15 or something. And I believe it went towards your medication should you choose to buy the medication. So even if you decide not to buy the medication, I still think the appointment is worth it. So I went to apostrophe.com, and so I'm going to mention the main thing right here, which is my tretinoin. So at first he prescribed me like 0.25 or 0.125, something really small. And by then I had done the research by the time I bought it, because I had already wasted so much money. So it's like, even though the doctor recommended this, I'm going to research and see what people said this product did for them. And everyone was raving about tretinoin. So, but everyone had 0.5 and I have 0.125, and I'm like, this is not gonna work. And it was working way too slow. So he did put me up to 0.05 and also 15% of azelaic acid. So this is my #1 favorite cream. I still use this stuff right now. It is really good for other things other than acne, such as hyperpigmentation, which is something that you're gonna still have from getting rid of acne. Now this hyperpigmentation is not from my breakout last year. It's actually from me getting acne this cycle I had, my past cycle. I got really bad acne. So that's another thing as well. The doctor did recommend that I may try to go on the pill, but I had just got off Depo, which is probably the reason why I was having such a crazy hormone imbalance and all the breakout. But I had just gotten off the Depo, and I was like, I just don't want to be on birth control. I just want to let my body do what it do for a few months. But now I'm kind of in the mood where like, if the birth control helps regulate my hormones during my period, so I don't have to re-fight the hyperpigmentation from me having acne, I think I will do it. But I didn't have birth control. So if you're a guy, or if you're a woman who doesn't want to get on the pill or birth control at all, I didn't have birth control this whole time, and it still cleared my acne. I would say about 4 months. Completely gone. So I'm gonna do both the pills at once, because the other things are products you can buy. Those are just as important, but these are things I got from the website, so I'm just going to get these out of the way. So one is spironolactone and one is doxycycline. Now spironolactone was prescribed to me because of my hormone imbalance. There's ingredients in spironolactone, and it tastes just like peppermint or spearmint. So someone might think, oh, using spearmint or peppermint tea in place of it won't do anything. It may not do as much, but I'm telling you, a pill tastes just like you took a mint. So it may do a lot, you don't know. So spironolactone helps my hormones. I think it helps me produce more estrogen, but don't quote me on that. Or just produce less of this male hormone, not testosterone, but it was this other one they said. I just can't remember, but it helps me produce less of that. And that kind of causes your skin to get oily and for you to produce acne easier. So it helps stop that. And the doxycycline, it really helps stop the inflammation. So when I first started, this wasn't prescribed to me at first. What ended up happening was that I was just purging too much and I was freaking out, and I thought his method wasn't working, that it was making it worse. He said, it's gonna get worse before it gets better, but I'll prescribe you some doxycycline. You can't be on it long. It's an antibiotic, but it'll help stop the inflammation. It helps speed up the process. So by the time you stop using it, your skin won't be purging together as much, and you'll really start to see your results. And he was right. That's exactly what happened. So within like a week or two of me using doxycycline, that's another thing. Even though it was fast, for me, 3-4 months is fast, because honestly the real cycle of hyperpigmentation and stuff takes like 6 months to a year. So having your stuff fade, your hyperpigmentation fade, and the acne fade, all of that in 4 months, that's really fast. The tretinoin takes around 4 months, I would say 4 to 6 months they say, but for me it was like 4 months to see the difference. But the doxycycline, it literally took less than 2 weeks to see the difference. But you cannot use the doxycycline all the time. So just keep that in mind. It's like training wheels. So you gotta eventually take them off, girl. You gotta eventually do it. Good old fashioned micellar water and cotton pads was my go-to to cleaning off my face makeup. And it is still my go-to whenever I'm like dealing with acne and I just want to not. It's not my favorite makeup remover anymore. Oil cleansers have definitely replaced it, but I do love good old-fashioned micellar water. It is the OG, and it's just something that I know that's not gonna irritate my face when it comes to removing and cleansing off my makeup before I wash my face. So get you these or research these. These are very convenient, and the whole year didn't sleep in any makeup. And right now all I have on is a little bit of powder and blush, and of course mascara, but I have on no foundation. Like this is on me. I have on no concealer either. So the next two products that I have right here is my favorite. You need nothing else, and honestly, one bottle of each lasted me almost the whole first 3 months. So for me to start seeing a result, it only took one of each bottle, and that is the Hydrating Gentle Cleanser and the Triple Repair Moisture Cream. These are my babies. I love these so much. They are so gentle on your skin. They are just everything. And the Triple Moisture Cream, before, when I first started using tretinoin, I used this expensive one from First Aid, and even though I still like it, it just does not compare to this. The recording stopped, so let me wrap this up. What I was saying was, most people make the mistake of buying every acne product that says it's gonna cure acne and use it together, when really, when you're having a flare-up, that means something inside is going wrong. So make sure you're doing your checkups, drinking your water, taking your probiotics, and make what's on the surface very, very light. You need that skincare routine to be very light. If you can, have very gentle cleansers and moisturizers. The cleanser, you want to make sure that it cleanses very gently. So, and try to have your active be one thing, and that's it. So there are other things you can use, like tretinoin is a retinol. So let's say you can't get prescribed tretinoin, you might want to try to use something like adapalene from La Roche-Posay. Also, I believe Differin has adapalene gel as well. Or you may want to try a straight up retinol. But I believe like the adapalene and tretinoin really works well for acne. So you will want to go purchase that, $20 to $30. And I don't think it targets hyperpigmentation, but it does target the acne. Last thing I want to mention, you're gonna want to have to use a sunscreen. Now, this is not the sunscreen I used during clearing up my acne. This is just the sunscreen I have now. The one I used and would recommend during is the Elta MD. They have one specifically for acne prone hyperpigmentation skin. Perfect, it's gentle, it's mineral. I really like Black Girl sunscreen as far as it doesn't have a cast. I'm not sure if I would use this one right now. I'm just not used to not using mineral sunscreens anymore. So I'm kind of like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. you know, the Elsa MD have less of a smell. But I will definitely keep buying Black Girl sunscreen, especially for my body and for my touch-up. I'll probably buy the spray, but I think I'm gonna go back to using Elsa MD just because it's just what works. And as soon as I'm starting to change my skincare routine just out of trying stuff different and nothing is actually broken in it, that's when my acne kind of starting to get worse. So that's why I advise you guys to just make sure you don't use a lot of products when you're solving your acne. So you know if it's not working, something needs to go. Yes, I did use my stuff like niacinamide zinc from Ordinary but that was 3 months into actually cure my acne. Once I knew my skincare routine was solid, that's when I started slowly adding things in. At first, it was just literally just this. Another recommendation I would have for you is to make sure you're taking a probiotic. I make sure I take a probiotic because sometimes acne can be the result of poor gut health, and probiotics help with that. Be patient, and with me, I would try to do my skincare routine at least 2 hours before I actually lay down. I am trying to train myself to sleep on my back, but I don't wake up on my back. So I would just say make sure you fall asleep once it's kind of absorbed more so into your skin. And yeah, so that's all the advice I have for you guys. Let me know if I answer all the questions. I will be doing a series of acne and skincare videos just because I've grown to love skincare as I started to clear my skin, as well as hair care, as well as bodily care. So if you guys want to level up your mindset with me, then make sure that you click subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, put it in the comment box down below, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye. Mwah.